For over 2 centuries, the trial of Solus had stood as the ultimate survival test across the known galaxy. A barren moon with no atmosphere, sub-zero temperatures, shifting terrain, predator drones, acid rain, mutated fauna engineered for speed and aggression. It was a place meant to break the strongest minds and bodies. Only 12% of non-human candidates ever survived the 72-hour challenge. But then came the humans. Specifically, a group of 6 cadets from Earth, members of the Intergalactic Officer Exchange Program. At first, the Council scoffed. "Let the Deathworlders try," said Chancellor Veln of the Serati. "They'll last 6 hours, if they're lucky." The test began as usual. The 6 humans were dropped onto Solus with nothing but a basic survival kit, a knife and a drone watching every move. The instructors settled in to observe the feed. 10 minutes in, they were already confused. Instead of panicking or spreading out, the humans had found a cave, set up a small perimeter, and oddly lit a campfire. One was cooking. Another was humming. What are they doing?" asked a Croth general. "They appear to be roasting something," replied the monitoring AI. "They're cooking the emergency rations?" someone gasped. "No," the AI corrected. "They hunted a feral slice beast. With a stick." The council chamber fell silent. By hour 7, the drone footage showed the humans building what could only be described as a makeshift hot tub using thermal vents and scavenged metal. One of them was playing cards. They think this is a joke," cried a Zarn diplomat. "This is a kill zone." But it wasn't a joke to the humans. It was recess. Cadet Maya Torres, team lead, leaned back against the smooth rock wall and looked up through the visor of her helmet. "You know, this place kind of reminds me of Siberia, except the air doesn't try to freeze your lungs quite as fast," added Rafi, stirring a pot of boiling roots and meat. Their biosigns showed perfect vitals. No stress, no fatigue. They had already defeated 3 predator drones, 2 acid storms, and a dozen mutated creatures, and hadn't lost a single member. In fact, they gained weight. By hour 38, they began redecorating the cave, painting the walls with nutrient paste mixed with crushed minerals. They named their new home Camp Killjoy. A message was carved into a boulder outside. "Please send harder problems." The council was in disbelief. This wasn't just survival, it was leisure. "Increase the threat level," snapped Velm. "Send the Apex-class drone pack." So they did. 5 hours later, the drones were neatly stacked outside Camp Killjoy, with a sign written in charred metal. "Thanks for the scrap parts. Built a toaster." Sure enough, the next drone feed showed Cadet Lin holding a piece of freshly toasted bread. "They brought bread?" someone asked in horror. "No," replied the AI. "They made it." By hour 72, the humans didn't just survive. They thrived. They exited the trial zone calmly, backpacks full, waving cheerfully at the recovery crews like they'd returned from summer camp. One alien medic stared at them in disbelief. Did you enjoy it?" Cadet Maya grinned. "Yeah, pretty relaxing. Good team building." Back at the council, no one laughed. No one scoffed. The footage was classified. The trial was under revision. And a quiet message was added to the Galactic Exchange Program guidebook. Never judge a Deathworlder by your standards. What kills others may only amuse them. From that point on, when any species mentioned the trial of Solus, they lowered their voice. Because it was no longer remembered as a test that weeded out the weak. It was remembered as the day humanity turned survival into a picnic.